Hello, everyone. I wasn't sure if it had started yet. Welcome. We're going to start in a few minutes because we're still waiting for a bunch of people, but you can drop in the chat where you're from. That could be fun because we have clients from a lot of places, so I'm sure we have some very diverse locations. We have the UK, New York, Switzerland, UK again, Wyoming, a lot of people from the States. We'll still wait, I think, 1 more minute for everyone to join, and then we can start the webinar. If you have any question in the meantime, feel free to drop them in the chat or the Q&A session. Okay, maybe we can start. Natasha, if you're ready. Yep. So welcome everyone to this release webinar. We've released some really cool features last week. And today we're going to deep dive into each of them, how they work, and answer your questions on these features and other questions if you have some. Very important, if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A session, and we'll make sure to answer those at the end of the session. We have a 5 to 10 minutes moment where we can answer all of your questions. So don't worry if we don't answer them directly, we will do it at the end. So let's start. Let's dive in maybe into the agenda for today. So the first part of the features that we have released aims at delivering smarter ecosystem insights to you, such as fields that we're pushing directly to a HubSpot standard object, or tracking more partner engagement activities, or being able to use Pipedrive as a data source. So you'll learn more about everything. And the second part is more some day in the life improvements, such as new role names and supporting multi-currencies. Once again, if you have questions, drop them in the Q&A session. Next slide, please. So today's speaker is me. So I'm a product marketing manager at Crossbeam, and Natasha, who is a senior product manager at Crossbeam. So let's dive, Natasha, if you're ready. I think you're first.
Thank you, Adele. Just had to go find that mute button. Hi, everyone. As Adele mentioned, I'm Natasha. I'm a senior product manager at Crossbeam, and I'm joining you from Florida, where summer has begun and it's very hot outside. I hope the weather is really nice wherever you are as well. I'll start by telling you about improvements that we're making to our HubSpot integration. So as you hopefully know, we do push partner data into the custom object within HubSpot, but we understand that there are some limitations with the way that you're able to leverage those fields across your HubSpot app. So we are pushing now 2 fields that show you your overlaps with your partners, which are the is a customer of and is an open opportunity for. We are pushing these directly into the company standard object in HubSpot. So now when you go into your HubSpot account and you click on a company's profile, you're able to see what overlaps they have with your partners, whether that account is a customer or an open opportunity for any of your partners. And then you can also pull those fields into your HubSpot reporting, or leverage them in different ways to see which of your opportunities within your pipeline are ecosystem qualified leads, and kind of act on those and leverage that data in more ways. So I will just show you a screenshot here, just for simplicity and time's sakes for this webinar. But in your integrations within Crossbeam, if you open up the HubSpot custom object integration profile, you'll be able to see that there's a field that is called Enable Data Push. So this toggle will turn on and off the integration itself and the sync itself. You'll see a checkbox here for pushing to the custom object, which is how that data is pushed currently. So all of the partner data that is shared with you and the population data will be pushed into that custom object when you check this box off. And then the second checkbox here is pushing to the standard object. So this is pushing those 2 specific fields, again, is a customer of and is an open opportunity for, into the company object in HubSpot. When you check that off, it will then push that field. And below, I will show you in a different one that I have set up in this specific test account. I do have my Salesforce custom object, which the integration profile works in the same way, but you will find default settings for partner populations themselves, where you can select which populations of your partners are pushed into that object. And then you can also specify partner-specific settings. So for a specific partner, you can make more granular decisions based on what you need. So the same will apply in HubSpot as well. For both the standard object and custom object push, you can customize that those settings per partner and overall for all of your partner populations within that integration profile. So I'll move to the next one, which is we are now tracking more activities. This will improve your ability to attribute credit when a partner has sourced or influenced an opportunity for you, as well as give you more insight into the events and the activity that is happening with a specific account from both the partner and from your own sales team. So we're surfacing more of these activities. For example, we're surfacing now activities related to Copilot usage when a contact was added to your CRM from Crossbeam Copilot, or when maybe a seller has researched an account or contact, so they've engaged with Copilot and are getting value out of it. Some other activities that we are tracking include when notes have been added to lists by either someone on Crossbeam's side within your own team or by a partner. And we are also tracking when you have attributed, so you're using the attribution feature within Crossbeam, so you have attributed credit to a partner for influenced or sourced on an opportunity. Just to give you a little more insight on where you can find these activities. So if you go into attribution as a feature, and here we'll look at Snip, and you'd like to add attribution, but you want to understand what has actually happened, you can click on activity here and see a list of the activities that have happened on this account. And then also if we search for, in this case, Snip, and we go to this individual record page, you also have a timeline view here that shows you all of the events that have happened on this account. I'll pass that on back to Adèle now to tell you a little bit more about Pipedrive.
Yes, thank you, Natasha. So this one was actually formerly available in beta, and we introduced it at the last release webinar if you were attending. But now it's available for all and for free users as well. So if you're using Pipedrive as a CRM, that means that you can use your Pipedrive instance instead of Google Sheets or CSVs, which are way more manual, less up-to-date, and not as automatic. So you can focus now on what truly matters, such as automatic account mapping with partners and really leveraging the power of using a CRM on Crossbeam. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, because I've already, yeah. Maybe let's move to the next one. So we have some day in the life improvements that we released as well. And the first one is that we've decided to, sorry, can you move to the next slide, please? We've decided to rename our roles in app. So as you can see on the right of the slide, the partner manager now becomes a standard user, view only becomes limited user, and admin remains admins. Why did we do this? We're starting to have teams using Crossbeam that are not necessarily partnership teams, and we really wanted to make sure that the name of the roles fits all kind of teams and use cases. Nothing else changes, only the names. So don't be surprised if you go to your roles and team panel, we've updated the names only.
Thank you, Adèle. I think the most part of any webinar is switching slides when necessary. I'll tell you a bit about multi-currency support. So until now, anywhere within Crossbeam where we were aggregating opportunity values, we were doing so in USD, and we were taking the value within your CRM we were taking it at face value, and we were not taking into account the currency. We have made improvements for this. So any deal amounts from your CRM are now represented in USD, anywhere in Crossbeam where they are aggregated. For example, here we're looking at the attribution page. Another example of this would be on the measure page where you can see your ecosystem insights. And we are converting all of those currencies, any different currencies in your CRM, into USD at the current exchange rate. If you make changes and updates to that value in your CRM, we will recalculate that. However, we are doing that calculation on a weekly basis, and then we will not update the exchange for all of the currencies every single week, but we will recalculate any changes that you make to the value within the CRM itself. And this just is going to ensure that you have more accurate revenue metrics. The next step for this, and what we're currently working on, is actually representing the correct value of an opportunity with the correct currency code and symbol within Crossbeam. So if you look at a list of your opportunities, you'll be able to see all of the opportunities represented with the correct currency value and symbol, in case that you are, working in a multi-global team and you have opportunities coming from different countries where there are different currencies. But for now, when you do go look at the measure page or attribution, or maybe you look at, if I search for a partner, if you look at the potential revenue of a partner, all of these are now represented in USD and converted into USD in cases that there are other currencies.
Okay, thank you, Natasha. I don't think we have, we have a question actually. Slightly unrelated, but have you shut down the Copilot Chrome extension? It's currently not available in the Chrome store. I'm not sure we shut it down, but maybe you can reach out to the support team if you have an issue with your Chrome extension, and they might be able to help you.
I can answer this one, Adèle.
Okay, perfect.
Currently, there is a hiccup with the Copilot listing in the Chrome store. The team is working on resolving it, and it should be back up and running and available pretty soon. But yeah, as Adèle mentioned, please do reach out to the services team. If you don't see it soon, they can help provide any additional information on the status of that.
Thanks, Natasha. I didn't have that update. Très bien. Do we have any other question?
Maybe as we're waiting for questions, something that I did forget to mention a bit earlier when I was talking about the HubSpot fields, that is currently available in beta. So if you do use HubSpot as your CRM and these fields and this data is something that is important for you to get into the standard object, please reach out to your customer success manager and let them know that you'd like to be included in beta, and we'll make sure we release that for your account.
We have a question from Susan. Can you bring intent data into Crossbeam and show how it prioritized account mapping? I guess that's a feature request. Do you have any answer for this, Natasha?
I'm not sure if this is on the roadmap of another team, but Adèle and I can definitely pass this on to the product manager that is working on this part of the product, and we can provide an update maybe after this call.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Do we have any other questions before we wrap this up? So Steve has a question on the Crossbeam instance that we're using. The Crossbeam site you've been showing us, does that have all fake data for demo purposes? It's indeed our demo account that we're showing. It's not our real Crossbeam instance because that would be really private data. So of course it's a demo account. Sorry, Susan. We mentioned bringing this to the attention of your customer success manager. We're talking about the HubSpot fields being pushed to the standard object. If you're interested, you can reach out to your customer success manager. And for the other topic, maybe we can discuss directly by email, because Natasha and I don't have many information on this feature. We're not working on this in the product team, so might be worth discussing it directly. We can reach out to you if you want. Perfect. I don't see any other question. Okay, maybe we can move to the end of the session. Before we wrap this up, I just wanted to mention that we're hosting a customer education webinar that is all about attribution metrics within Crossbeam, how to interpret them. I know that attribution is a big pain point for a lot of you, so this one will be super interesting, and we'll send more info soon along with the page where you can register for this session. I guess we're good to close. Thanks everyone for attending this session. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to the support team anytime you want.
Thanks, everyone.